In the 1980s, South Korea was shaken to its core by a series of heinous crimes that remain unsolved to this day. Welcome to Informal Horror, where we delve into the chilling mystery of the Hwaseong serial murders, a case that left a nation in shock. Join us as we uncover the details of the investigation, explore intriguing theories. The Hwaseong serial murders is a true crime puzzle that has perplexed investigators and captured the imagination of the public for decades. As night fell over Hwaseong, a quiet city in South Korea, a string of brutal murders sent shockwaves through the community. The victims, seemingly unconnected, were found murdered in eerily similar circumstances. As investigators raced against time, the fear and tension in Hwaseong escalated. The elusive killer left no trace, challenging the authorities at every turn. The first murders, seemingly unrelated, baffled law enforcement, leaving them struggling to find any meaningful connections. With a killer on the loose and the city gripped by fear, the investigation intensified. Dedicated detectives followed leads, analyzed evidence, and interviewed witnesses. But with each passing day, the mystery deepened. The perplexing lack of motive and a pattern that seemed impossible to decipher left the authorities grasping at straws. The community grew increasingly uneasy, wondering if anyone was truly safe from the clutches of this elusive predator. As the body count grew, pressure mounted on the investigative team to apprehend the killer. The city was on edge, and the media scrutinized every move of the authorities. False leads and misdirection plagued the investigation, creating a climate of fear and suspicion within the community. The public demanded answers, and the pressure to solve the case weighed heavily on the detectives. The tension in Hwaseong was palpable, and every passing day without a breakthrough increased the sense of urgency. As we conclude our investigation into the Hwaseong serial murders, unanswered questions linger. Why was the killer so meticulous in choosing victims seemingly at random? How did they manage to evade capture for so long? The haunting legacy of the Hwaseong serial murders endures, as South Korea continues its search for answers and closure. Families of the victims still yearn for justice, and the community remains on edge, wary of the darkness that lurks in their midst. With each piece of evidence examined, more questions arise, and the complexity of the case seems to grow. As the investigation progressed, various theories emerged, each shedding a different light on the elusive killer's identity. From possible connections to potential suspects, the web of possibilities expanded. Could the Hwaseong serial murders be the work of a lone psychopath, or was a sinister group behind the crimes? Join us as we explore the chilling theories that still haunt the case. The authorities sifted through a myriad of clues and suspects, yet the answers remained elusive. The pressure to catch the perpetrator intensified as the public demanded justice. As theories multiplied, the detectives faced the daunting task of separating fact from fiction, trying to piece together the puzzle before it was too late. Then, a glimmer of hope emerged as a crucial piece of evidence surfaced. The investigative team had their break in the case, but it only led to more questions. With the killer's identity still elusive, the breakthrough brought renewed determination to close this chapter of horror. But every step forward seemed to be met with new challenges, leading the investigation down unexpected paths. The tantalizing clue held the promise of a breakthrough. But would it lead to the elusive killer's capture? Understanding the mind of a killer is crucial in solving such cases. Forensic psychologists were brought in to create a psychological profile of the Hwaseong serial murder. The profile aimed to shed light on the perpetrator's motives and behavior, helping narrow down the list of suspects. The psychological analysis provided crucial insights into the killer's modus operandi, but the identity remained frustratingly elusive. As the investigators delved into the dark recesses of the killer's mind, they confronted the terrifying reality of the evil that drove these heinous crimes. As the killer's reign of terror continued, pressure mounted on the investigative team to apprehend the elusive murderer. The stakes were higher than ever, and every lead was pursued with renewed vigor. Despite the challenges, the dedicated detectives were determined to bring justice to the victims and their families. They worked tirelessly, following even the faintest glimmers of hope, knowing that time was running out. As the pressure mounted, the investigation took on a new sense of urgency. Every passing day brought them closer to either closure or the chilling realization that the killer might never be caught. Amidst the chaos, false leads and misdirection plagued the investigation. The killer seemed to anticipate the authorities' moves, leading them astray at every turn. As the case grew more complex, frustration and desperation set in for both the investigators and the community. The search for the elusive killer became a maze of dead ends and false hope, leading to a mounting sense of urgency and frustration. False suspects and seemingly promising leads proved fruitless, leaving investigators to question their every move. The Hwaseong serial murder had a profound psychological impact on the community. Fear and trauma gripped the city, leaving scars that would last for generations. But in the face of darkness, stories of resilience and solidarity emerged. As the community stood strong against the terror that threatened to consume them. Amidst the pain and fear, acts of bravery and kindness provided a glimmer of hope. In the aftermath of tragedy, the human spirit showed its capacity to heal and rebuild, even in the shadow of the darkest evil. As we reach the conclusion of our investigation, the Hwaseong serial murders remains unsolved. The killer's identity continues to evade authorities, leaving behind a trail of pain and unanswered questions. If you found this video compelling, consider subscribing to my channel to stay informed about future episodes. Your support keeps me motivated to delve deeper into the world of true crime. If you liked the video, check out the others, I'm sure you'll like them too. Thank you for watching.